Listen. Okay. Tony here's your quarterback, all right? You protect his blind side. When you look at him, you think of me, how you have my back, how you have his, okay?
Are you a football fan? And do you know what protective instinct is? Well, join us in our latest Cinephile episode to find out. And be sure to visit our FUNDAY website for more. What's up, movie fans? I'm Wade, your Cinephile host. The Blind Side is a 2009 biographical sports drama film that received a nomination for the Academy Award for Best Picture. Based on a true story of Michael Orr, this film tells the story of the American football offensive lineman who overcome an impoverished upbringing to play in the National Football League with the help of his adopted family. It stars Sandra Bullock as Leanne Towie.
17-year-old Michael Orr, also known as Big Mike, has been in foster care with different families in Tennessee due to his mother's drug addiction. His friend's father, on whose couch Michael has been sleeping, asked Bert Cotton, the football coach of Wingate Christian School, to help enroll his son and Michael. Impressed by his size and athleticism, Cotton gets Michael admitted despite his poor academic records. Michael remains reserved, but later is befriended by a young student named SJ.
Hi.
Smile at them. It lets them know you're their friend. You're Big Mike, right? Well, I'm Sean, but everyone calls me SJ. It's for Sean Jr.
One of the school staff later tells Michael that his father has died, apparently due to an accident. One night after SJ's play, his mother, Leanne, a strong-minded interior designer and the wife of wealthy businessman Sean Sr., notices Michael walking alone on the road, shivering in the cold without adequate clothing. So she hops out of the car to speak with him.
Hey, my name's Leanne Towie. My kids go to Wingate. You said you were going to the gym? School gym's closed. Why were you going to the gym? Big Mike, why were you going to the gym?
Because it's warm.
Do you have any place to stay tonight? Don't you dare lie to me.
Leanne offers to let him sleep on the couch and takes him home with them. The next morning, she notices that Michael has left. She runs out and sees him walking away. She stops him and offers him to spend Thanksgiving with her and the family, and he stays. Later, Leanne drives Michael to his mother's house in a sketchy neighborhood. He sees an eviction notice posted on the door, indicating that his mother was gone. Over time, Michael slowly becomes a member of the Towie family, getting his own room and even appearing on the family Christmas card. Leanne's friends question this and suggest that Collins might not be safe around Michael, but Leanne criticizes them.
Look, here's the deal. I don't need y'all to approve my choices, all right? But I do ask that you respect them. You have no idea what this boy's been through, and if this is going to become some running diatribe, I can find an overpriced salad a lot closer to home.
She later asks Collins how she feels about it. Collins replied they cannot just throw Michael out on the street, and she's come to fully accept Michael as part of the family. During the first preseason practice, Coach Cotton put Michael to the test, with high expectations of him. However, Michael's gentle nature caused him to be easily distracted, and he ended up not performing well. That summer, SJ took it upon himself to train Michael.
One day, Michael asked to get his driver's license just so that he has something that carries his name on it. Touched by the thought, Leanne attempts to help him, but due to Michael's upbringing, he lacked documentation. Still, Leanne was able to find Michael's drug-addicted mother and assure her of his well-being. The next day, as a family, Leanne and Sean Sr. expressed their intentions to become Michael's legal guardians.
Leanne and I, we'd like to become your legal guardians.
What's that mean?
What it means is that we want to know if you would like to become part of this family.
Kind of thought I already was.
The Toei family surprised Michael with a car of his own, but one day when he was out with SJ, they get into an accident. Fortunately for Michael's protective instinct, he was able to prevent SJ from getting seriously hurt from the explosive airbags. Later, when school started up again, at football practice, Michael still appears to be hesitant to use his strength and size. Leanne realizes how to get through to him, so she tells him, as an offensive lineman, he must protect his quarterback. She tells him to think of her when he looks at the quarterback, and that this team is his family. From that moment on, Michael improves dramatically, and Coach Cotton wonders over, curious to know what Leanne told him.
Okay. What did you say to him?
You should get to know your players, Bert. He tested 98% in protective instincts. I said you could thank me later. It's later, Bert.
During the first game of the season, Michael started off shaky, but soon he finds his footing and dominates. SJ records him and later sends it out to recruiters. Everyone is impressed, and Michael is heavily recruited by many prestigious schools. However, he must meet the minimum grade point average to get in, so Leanne hires a private tutor for him, the outspoken and kind Miss Sue. SJ talks to coaches and negotiate on Michael's behalf, and his own. Michael finally gets his grade points high enough and decides which university to attend. One day, Leanne receives a phone call from the NCAA investigator Granger, who is tasked to look into determining if the Tui family took Michael in and undealingly influenced him just so he would play for the alma mater. As Leanne and Sean Sr. both attended Ole Miss, Michael is overwhelmed by the questioning and runs away before the interview is over. He confronts Leanne about her motives for taking him in.
Why'd you do it?
What?
All along, you wanted me to go to Ole Miss.
Well, of course I did. We love Ole Miss.
Why'd you do this for me?
What?
Everything. Was it for you or was it for me? Was it so I would go to school where you wanted? Was it so I would do what you wanted?
Michael, no.
Leanne tries to explain, but Michael storms off and goes to his old neighborhood to look for his biological mother. A gang leader welcomes him back and makes sexually offensive insinuation about Leanne and Collins. Michael could take it no more and fights them all. Later, he calls Leanne to pick him up at a laundromat.
I want you to do whatever you want. It's your decision, Michael. It's your life.
What if I wanted to flip burgers?
It's your decision. It's your life.
After thinking things over and his conversation with Leanne, Michael tells Granger he chose Ole Miss because it's where his family goes to school. Michael is accepted into college and says his farewell to the Tui family, giving Leanne a big embrace.
The film ends with information about and photos of the real Toei family and Michael Orr, who went on to play in the NFL. This film has inspired countless people, including me. We can all give a helping hand to someone in need, no matter whether a big gesture or a small. You never know what a difference it can make. 接下来 Ruby 要揭晓今天电影迷攻其不备 The Blind Side 要讲些什么。Hey Ruby, would you say you're good at sports?
Well, some of them, not all. Like, I run very well, but have no idea how to play American football. What about you?
I love sports. I can kind of play American football, but nowhere near the size of Big Mike. Those linemen, they are giant human beings.
I know. Many of them are gifted with a good sense of protective instinct.
Protective instinct 是保护的直觉吗？
Well, protective 保护性的 instinct 直觉 protective instinct 可以理解成保护本能。
Oh, like a mama bear protecting her cubs.
Exactly. That makes me think of 你还记得小时候会玩的老鹰抓小鸡的游戏吗？
哦，当然，我以前很厉害。
Do you know who would be better at this game?
Oh, of course, Big Mike.
No, me.
Oh, yeah, right. Well, I'm Wade.
I'm Ruby.
I hope you've learned something useful in this episode of Cinephile as I did. You can find more on the FUNDAY website.
Let's make every day a fun day.
So you want me to go to Tennessee?
I want you to do whatever you want. It's your decision, Michael. It's your life.
What if I wanted to flip burgers?
It's your decision. It's your life.